You are listening to a Dynamic Works Productions podcast. This show is available on iTunes, Stitcher Radio Network, and many, many more podcast services around the world. You can find all our content, music, videos, books, podcasts, and more on our website, www.dynamicworksproductions.com. Have questions, comments, or concerns for us? Head on over to the social tab on www.dynamicworksproductions.com if you'd like to talk to us. Now, on with the show. Welcome back to another episode of the Fork in Your Ear podcast. I'm your host, as always, author, podcaster, gamer, streamer, and for this episode, playing while talking. Did I already say my name? I'm saying my name again.
No, you didn't say your name already.
Okay, Trotter. Fucking
Did
the intro.
Tim, did I say my name? Trotter.
Tim, did I say my name? Oh, gosh, that's fucking terrible. And joining me today on this podcast is, of course, the one, the only, Mike List, known as Blister Lister to the world and Buster Knuckle to other worlds.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep saying all your names. I'm going to say all the names and all of the things.
I'm a Cancer. I like long walks on beaches. And something I didn't say last episode for the life section, next year going full keto.
I don't even know what that means. What is that? Is that
Oh, well, we're jumping in quick already. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I guess here we go.
Just let you guys know what's up. We're playing The Curse of Osiris, one of my favorite adventures, Bug in the System. Basically a really good wave mode. But yeah, my girlfriend and I are going keto next year. Keto is a diet where it's high fats, medium protein, no carbs.
Is that the thing where you have like the different, like the fat in your coffee or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're gonna have
I've already been doing that, and
I
don't like avocados.
I don't like avocados either.
But I have to learn to like them.
Okay.
So I'm going to learn to like them. And yeah, we're going to give it a shot. I've downloaded several podcasts. I've watched a shit ton of YouTube videos about it. Just what to expect, how to help it. Mm-hmm. I've listened to podcasts about keto. I mean, it just generally sounds like you lose a decent amount of weight, even if, a realistically good amount of weight. Like if you have hundreds to spare, you lose hundreds. Like one guy was 390 and now he's 180. And guys like me, I'm like 175, 180 soaking wet. I'd probably get down to like 150.
Hmm.
But the foods are good. Like we've been practicing making foods, but really what we're doing is kind of picking out with all the carbs we have in the house. Because you can only eat 20 grams of carbs a day.
What is that? A single potato chip? What is that?
That's 9 tater tots.
Fucking 9?
9? That's a suggested serving of tater tots. Technically, that's over what you're supposed to eat in a day. That's actually 24. So it's probably like 6 tater tots. And we've made fat bombs. Like, I know what to expect. We're getting the stuff out, like I said, getting stuff out of the house. So I'm going to the gym heavy, hard, super hard, doing a lot of cardio just to get burn everything off, because that's a lot of carbs. Oh, cover me. I'm dropping a token, by the way. So I just remembered I should put that on.
Yeah. So once again, full disclaimer, me and Mike are playing Destiny 2 at the moment. Because I don't know, because we are this week. So I don't know if the audio recording is terrible. Probably never do it again if it's all right. And nobody notices or cares. May continue doing gaming and talking. I personally am awful at gaming and talking, so I'm going to try and focus more on talking. So if you just see me like looking at a wall in the game, Mike, that's
I'll pull you back.
me focusing, putting my producer hat on, and trying to keep the show moving. Right. So I guess we're just gonna rolling into the life topic here. I feel like I've got a lot to say this week. So speaking on the topic of, I guess, diets and weight gain or whatever, I had a huge fight with my mom this week.
Really?
Yeah. She was like, hey, can you fix my my Apple TV that's fucking up? And I was like, yeah, sure. So I'm over there and I'm like trying to do my thing, and she's just like, you look roundy. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, you look fat. And I was like, what the fuck?
Roundy?
Yeah. So to put this in context, I'm 5'10", and for the most part, I've never been over 160 in my entire life. And I've been dating this girl Jessica, as most people know on this podcast, for a little over a year now, and I've probably, I don't know, 25 pounds, but I'm 25 pounds, which is weird for me, I suppose, because like I already have like a ton of diet restrictions because things hurt me on the inside.
Yeah.
And that sucks. So it's like, and I also feel personally like I've been working harder than I've ever worked in my life. And I know I've definitely, been, I don't know, I guess for lack of a better term, like cheating on like crap food and stuff, just because like I'm out and about. My job's a lot of driving, and, you get hungry.
Oh, I know.
So I don't know. But it's weird for me because
I work at a warehouse. I know exactly what you mean.
Because like me and my mom have like a tight relationship, like she's the good one of the two parents, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so when I was like, "Wow, you straight up call me fat?" She's like, "Yeah, you look very round. What's happening?" And I was just like, and I was just so weird. And like me and my mom get in a bunch of stupid fights, like it happens. But like me fighting with me and my mom is usually like, fuck you. Hey, you want to go catch a movie? Okay. Like that's how me and my mom fight. Like, versus like me and my father, who's like, fuck you, and then something is thrown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like, I don't know, it was very bizarre. Like, I've never, like, ever, to my recollection, been called fat my whole life. You know what I mean? And like, yeah, I'm like older now, and it's like, okay, fine. Like, and I've never had a great metabolism necessarily. and I feel like a combination of like working and like I know some people like video game and like go to fucking town on like food, but I am like the oh fuck, I haven't eaten today because I've been playing Zelda. You know what I mean?
I do
So I
indeed.
feel like the video game diet has, has like helped tremendously. But like I don't know, maybe it's not working because I'm, you know, in a relationship and I don't know. I don't know, but anyway, like me and my mom got into it, and so she was like, "Yeah, you're looking roundy, and you should stop it." And I was like, "Fuck you!" And I like got really offended, and I walked out and didn't fix her Apple TV. And I was like, but it was bizarre. Like I don't usually get offended like that, especially from like comments from my mom,
Yeah.
because like she's like, I don't know, she's the cool one or whatever, for lack of a better term. So like that's a thing.
Oh man.
Oh, and I got a back issue, but that doesn't really. Who gives a shit about that?
I think I got sexually assaulted in Wawa the other day.
What the hell is Wawa?
Wawa's like a 7-Eleven,
Huh.
like a
Okay.
like a store you can get like hoagies. I don't know, maybe a Heritage's 7-Eleven, something like that.
7-Eleven's good. I don't have Heritages or Wawas or whatever over here.
It's a store where you can get sandwiches, in essence.
Okay.
And like gas and all kinds of other stuff, basically. I was in, I work overnights.
Mm-hmm.
I was on my way home the other night, and my buddy, my car's been kind of on the fritz, and on the fritz, I mean, wants to kill me.
Yeah, didn't the engine drop out last week? Which is why
the fuel pump fell off my fucking car.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
Did fuel go everywhere too?
Oh yeah, I had a full tank.
Awesome.
Yeah, just pissed everywhere.
It's money literally down the drain.
Yeah, exactly. So one of my buddies is taking me to work. He lives close, carpool, good for the environment. He has a Prius, so it's really good for the environment.
Okay.
So we go in, I get my sandwich, he and I are talking, I'm getting whatever else, my drink and all that. There's a cop there. I offer to buy the cop coffee because, it's a nice thing to do.
Sure.
He says no thanks. He appreciates it's free anyway. I said, okay. So we're sitting here, my buddy and I are in line, and I'm kind of like, I'm not standing, how am I going to put it? Like, say the counter is, a normal height, like a normal height. I wasn't standing, dick towards it. I was standing like on my left hip, like I was leaning kind of on it on my hip, talking to my buddy, because he was stepped more out, I guess would be the best way to put it. He was standing not in the queue, but he was, you could tell he was waiting. So I'm standing here. I hear the sounds of I hear women talking. Mm-hmm. They're loud. It's late. They're drunk. Mm-hmm. I know. Huh. And the next thing I know, there's a hand upon my penis.
What?
Yeah. And like a real strong, not like a man grip, but like, oh, I want to grab some dick, so I'm going to grab some dick. Like that's the grip those of us with a wife, a girlfriend, and a partner.
Yeah.
When they want it. You know what I'm saying? Uh-huh. Like, oh, hello, is basically what I said. And I was like, huh? And my boy was just like, what the, he was just in shock. And the girl, I look over and there's this, she was attractive. I'm not going to lie. Uh-huh. But she was really drunk, like so drunk, you could smell it.
Yeah.
And it's not like, oh, you were drinking, you are getting over being drunk. This is like, no, you had a drink in the car. That's how bad it was. So I'm like, hi. I was super calm for somebody who had my package in their hand.
Yeah.
I was super calm now that I think about it. I should have screamed and tried to run. So I'm just sitting here, and the people are like, my boy's like, what the fuck? And the lady behind the register is kind of an older woman. She's like, man, what are you doing? And then the cop walks up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and Jesus.
She's like, he's like, ma'am, what are you doing? And she was drunk as shit, slurred. I wanted to grab him, so I grabbed him. type of thing. And I'm like, oh man, what am I going to do? So, he's like, man, let go or you're going to jail. And I'm like, hey, don't you put words in my mouth. That's like what I mean.
Wait, that's what you said?
I mean, I appreciate what he did, what he was doing for me, but don't put words in my mouth, pal. I can handle this. I'm a big boy. So I just looked at her and I was like, can I help you? And she was like, yeah, you can do it, but yeah, or whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, go to your car. My friend will follow you, and then we'll see what happens. And she's like, all right. And as she like lets go of my package, the cop is like, you know I could take her to jail, right? And I'm like, no, don't. It's okay. I think I handled it. But yeah, so I think I got sexually assaulted.
Wow.
I mean, if the cop was going to take you to jail, that's definitely something, right?
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Yeah, just weird. And I got in the car, and my buddy was like, yo, don't put words in my mouth to a cop. Might have been one of the most amazing things I've ever heard in my entire life. Because I straight told him, I was like, don't you put words in my... I was like, hey, don't put words in my mouth.
Wow.
Because I did, what if she got mad?
I don't know.
She could have torn my dick off.
Oh, true that. I mean, did she have like a medium vice grip on there?
She had a healthy grip.
Okay.
She wasn't shy by no stretch of the imagination, if you know what I mean.
Jesus. That's insane. That is insane.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, so you had just gotten off of work? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Did you have like a sexy Musk going on? Like what?
I mean, it must have been, yeah, I guess. I smelled it. I smelled beefy, if that's what you were asking. I smelled like I worked all day.
Okay.
If that's what
okay.
You mean. Yeah.
So I think really the only honest question now that I have to ask.
Not ever.
What do you mean not ever?
I thought you were going to say, what does Jessica think about this? I would not ever tell her.
Oh, fair enough. And she doesn't listen to the show?
I don't think she listens to anything I do.
Okay. Fair enough. But that actually wasn't my question. My question was, so do you have a large package? Dead silence confirmed right here on Fork in Your Ear.
By like, what do you mean by large?
I mean, like,
are you meaning like if I wore condoms, they would be Magnum?
Sure.
They would be Magnum extra large, sir.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Those are they're black and gold.
So flat flaccid, like you're basically like, okay. So Henry Cavill, right?
Okay.
In his Superman suit, no matter what fucking they do, like he looks like he's got a fucking huge package, right?
Yeah.
So we're talking Superman level here. That's what we're talking. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. I was just trying to suss out in my mind, like, so obviously, like you were just buying some shit, you were not horny in any way, shape, or form, and she's like, oh, I see the bulge, I needs it. So, okay, I got it. I'm tracking now.
Listen, man, I'm horny like I'm 16.
Okay.
Jess has said to me several times, like, hey, man, could you maybe calm down a bit?
Wow. Well, I mean, that's a good thing to have, I suppose.
I mean, if you want to bring up this topic, we could talk about this. Everybody thinks it's really cool. It's kind of okay.
Yeah. Is it kind of like one of those things like you hear women who have like really big titties and they're just like, yeah, they're all right, it just gets in the way.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
It's like you would think it's a gift, but it's really kind of a curse.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's things that, like, I mean, I don't want to be super crass, but there's things that other guys could get that there's no way And if it does happen, it's like I was drunk. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm drunk. Let's try something crazy type of experience.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, but yeah, you see, like everybody's like, oh man, if I had a big like one thing I heard once when I got changed was someone referred to it as a hammer.
Oh, I swear to
Like
God, if you call it a black hammer right now.
no, they fucking they call me a couple guys at my job because we get changed at work. Calls me Mike Hammer. Like that's their
Oh my
nickname for
gosh.
me. Yeah, yeah. I
Well,
mean,
that's
I
the title
work
of
for a
this
bunch.
podcast now. Mike Hammer. Or I could just be
Mike.
really not blunt about it and be like, oh, what is this, episode 14, 15? Just call it Big Dick Mike. That's what's
See,
happening.
everybody thinks it's fucking the best. I'm like, it's really not.
I don't necessarily. I mean, I
I mean,
don't
I'm gonna
know.
be honest. Some girls don't like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I never. Not that they don't like it. Any ladies listening, my girlfriend is absolutely happy.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want you to make it sound like
Trying to make sure there's no more sexual assault.
it's
I get it.
yeah. That making sure people don't think like I'm referring to the fact that everybody's like, oh, it's big, it's okay. Like no,
Yeah.
I don't have any complaints, but sometimes the complaints are like, hey, you don't think about that. That's out of your head. And then you find someone who loves you, and then you're like, okay.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, let's get over to this.
That was my way of saying that my Jessica's kind of a freak too. So
I mean, you know what people do in the privacy of their own home is their fucking business.
that's right.
Okay, so Destiny pause in the live discussion here. So if we get this shit over here, there should be some stuff that spawns the backside. It spawns on both sides, but the one
Yeah,
on this side is harder to get spawn.
the guy. I'm back here with one of the guys doing it now. Oh, there's a chest. Hell
Doing
yeah.
what now? Oh, I meant the other side, the one that I'm at.
Oh, the one that you're at? Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, you see what you're doing over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we still need to disable this work gate on the other side. And that's also how you activate the heroic, by the way.
That's what just happened.
Yeah, now that it's activated heroic, I might not be able to get this side though.
Oh.
Not a lot of time to kill all this shit over here, even with a Promethean lens.
And yes, Tim, I'm just gonna say it. The reason why we couldn't record yesterday was fucking homemade lasagna and meatballs.
I mean, that sounds really good.
Yeah.
Didn't you say once your Jess is Italian?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm about to say, didn't you say that yours is Spanish?
Hispanic. Yeah.
Hispanic? Mexican? I'm guessing.
Yeah. I mean, she's American, but she's.
Listen, you can be born in America, yeah, but that's what I was going to say. Second gen, eats real well. Probably some of the best food you've ever had in your entire life.
Yeah, she makes some fucking awesome Hispanic food.
Yeah, that's what I get with Italian food. So I get a lot of baked ziti, a lot of roast pork.
I've never had ziti.
Oh my god,
I hear it's good.
It's pretty amazing. Yeah, it's pretty good. It depends on who makes it.
Yeah, I suppose that's probably true of anything.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Well, sweet. Okay, so and back problems, and you've got a big dick. All right, what else? Where else do we go from here on this show?
Well, only up, I'm assuming.
I hope. All right.
What did we learn this week? Not to argue with your girlfriend. Mike's got a hammer. What else?
Well, okay. So I mean,
Fortnite 50v50.
Yeah. Well, that's game talk. So, okay. So honestly, anyways. So, all right. What topic do you want to do next? You want to do entertainment? You want to do?
Yeah, we can do entertainment.
Okay. So me and Jessica watched because she'd never seen it and I hadn't seen the last season. We watched all of the BBC Sherlock recently.
Okay, those are movies.
Yeah, I mean, literally.
They're 90 minutes.
It's
They're fucking
it's a
movies.
movie TV series. That's what it is, really. You like those?
I do.
Nice. Have you
I
seen
I like a lot of BBC shows.
Have you seen the most recent one?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, then I want to talk about that then.
We're a bit behind. We can talk about BBC shows though, because I fucking love the BBC.
The only BBC one I could really talk about is you ever watch Misfits?
Yes.
Fucking dope show.
Yeah. Do yourself a favor. Watch Jekyll.
Yeah, people told me that. And I'm just like, eh.
No, there's no yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah, well, people said the same thing about Taboo, too, so. Is Taboo BBC? I'm not sure.
No, Taboo was FX.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Taboo was FX. That was the Tom Hardy, right?
Yeah.
Momentum and Elementalist. I hate that modifier, by the way. Momentum, I hate it.
There's a modifier?
Yeah. If you click on your center, it's momentum, so you have to keep moving to regenerate. And then Elementalist is energy, weapon damage increase, grenades do more damage, and regen faster, and melee does nothing, basically. So don't melee. It does. I think you have to hit them 4 times for it to kill one red bar. That's how much they've nerfed it. But grenades regen like.
Fair enough. Well, then Prometheus Lens really shrunk things up then.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I like the BBC. As we jump flow. You see, Tim, I don't know if you realize this, but I'm actually very good at playing and talk and doing podcasts at the same time.
And I'm not. I think I've explained this like several times now.
Sometimes you stop and I'm like, hey.
Gosh, I don't even really know what to talk about on entertainment. Oh, I do. So, do you like Quentin Tarantino movies?
Who doesn't?
Do you like Star Trek?
I do.
Paramount just greenlit Quentin Tarantino R-rated Star Trek.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not even making this up in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, man.
I'm fucking dead, completely serious. I guess he had an idea for a... fuck off, Siri. How do you activate on, I guess I had an idea? Doesn't even sound like Siri. Fuck off.
That's like if you say Lexington, if you have Alexa.
Oh, God, I hate Alexa.
It fucking it'll listen because it thinks you said Alexa.
I fucking hate Alexa. It's so dumb. My dad has one of the first models, and every time I'm around his computer desk, he's just like, we're always telling Alexa to shut the fuck up. Like, it's just so bad. But where was I going with that? Oh, so
Tarantino.
Yeah, so Quentin Tarantino, I guess the story goes that he had, I guess, quote unquote, a crazy idea for a Star Trek film. And he took it to J.J. Abrams. And J.J. Abrams and him were like, fuck yes, let's do it. And so they took it to Paramount. And Paramount was like, fuck yes, let's do it. And then Tarantino was like, sweet, I'll direct the movie based on my ideas and have input on the script along with J.J. Abrams, but we're going to hire a writing team to do it. And I don't know the names offhand, but it's the writer who wrote the movie The Revenant, which I haven't seen. Leonardo DiCaprio, I guess he fights a bear in some period piece or something.
It's amazing.
Okay. Well, the guy who wrote that then. There's another guy who wrote like a bunch of upcoming big Hollywood movies like Godzilla versus King Kong and like some other stuff that hasn't come out yet.
Mm-hmm.
He's writing it along with, I remember this name because Marvel. Drew Pearce, who wrote, I guess he wrote a couple episodes of The Runaways as well as Iron Man 3. So that team is putting together a fucking R-rated Star Trek movie with Quentin Tarantino and J.J. Abrams. Like, for real. Like, for really, really real. Like, what the fucking F?
That's
and so,
incredible.
I guess just yesterday, Patrick Stewart heard about this being greenlit. And he said publicly on like Twitter and shit, he was like, I am the biggest fan of Quentin Tarantino, and I haven't worked with him, and it's been my dream to work with him. So if any way, shape, and form Picard is in this Star Trek, even talking on a screen, he's like, I want in.
Oh my god.
So
Quentin Tarantino is going to make the best Star Trek movie ever.
maybe. I mean, I'll be honest. In an age of Star Trek Discovery, which is basically R-rated Star Trek, by the way, I don't know. Like, I'm excited because I know. And the other thing is, like, people have pointed out, Quentin Tarantino is a giant nerd, and
Yes.
he's actually done a lot of directing in other franchises without people knowing. I guess he's done like 5 episodes of like NCIS or fucking CSI or one of those I's and C's
Yeah.
and S's shows. I guess he's done like 10 episodes of those.
SVU.
And I guess people have pointed out who've seen that they don't look like any different than like regular shows, even though they were done by Quentin Tarantino. So it's like, the point people were making about that is maybe it's not even like a Quentin Tarantino crazy Star Trek. Maybe it's just like a good Star Trek with a good idea with a dude who cares about shit.
Yeah, but if he did a Tarantino Star Trek, that would still be awesome. But, either way, that's amazing.
So I've been joking all week with my coworker about what a Quentin Tarantino Star Trek would look like. And obviously Samuel L. Jackson is the captain. Be like, fire them fucking phasers! Where's my torpedo? And then obviously Leonardo DiCaprio would have to be maybe a bad guy, perhaps a southern bad guy of some kind, along with what's his name, Christoph Waltz.
Oh yeah.
And then you'd have like, I don't know, crazy A-list celebrities in a Star Trek film. It'd be like, I don't know. But yeah, no, me and my coworker have joked a lot about what the Star Trek would be called. Be like Kill Star Trek, Star Trek Django Edition.
That would be good.
Pulp Trek.
I want to know what your favorite, your top 5 Quentin Tarantino movies are, because there's enough to do a top 5. And if you think I'm silly, fuck off.
I don't think you're silly, but I've not seen all the Quentin Tarantino movies.
Okay.
I haven't seen what's the last one he did that's in the Django universe?
Hateful Eight?
I haven't seen Hateful Eight yet.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah. Haven't seen Hateful Eight, and I know you're gonna freak out. Please just try to calm yourself. I haven't seen Pulp Fiction.
Really? You haven't seen Pulp Fiction?
No, I haven't seen Pulp Fiction. I've seen what's that one that's always fucking running on cable with George Clooney and like the Day of the Dead shit?
Oh, From Dusk Till Dawn. That's not him. That's Robert Rodriguez anyway.
Is it? Oh, well then I feel like an asshole.
That doesn't count.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, I really liked what was the war movie one? Brad Pitt and Christoph Waltz.
Inglourious Basterds?
Yeah, loved Inglourious Basterds, loved Django. What else has he done? You're obviously more of a fan than I am.
Kill Bill.
I liked Kill Bill 2. I thought 1 sucked.
See, this is me in the Fast and the Furious movies, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know. I'd say out of all of them, I think Django is probably my favorite of the ones I've seen. So I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that's really happening in entertainment. Can't fucking believe it.
It's awesome.
Yes, indeed. So I know this is not my Marvel podcast, but have you seen the Infinity War trailer?
I've seen people reacting to it.
Okay, well, I feel like you should stop what you're doing right now and watch it.
You gonna do that live on the cast too?
Fucking do it.
Fuck it. All right.
Fucking do it.
All right. Going on YouTube now. Will we get tagged for this?
Tagged? I'm not on YouTube. It's a podcast. I don't tag shit on podcasts. It's public access. It's not like we charge for it either. So therefore, Creative Commons license, bitch.
All right. I'm hitting the the real one now, from Marvel Entertainment.
Yeah, should have been December 4th, I think.
There was an idea.
Has 94 million views.
To bring together.
That's about right.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Okay.
To see if we could become something more.
Oh, Paul Bettany's in it. That's great.
So when they needed us,
hey,
we could fight the battles.
Hey, where was Thor on the ship? Was Thor on the ship? I think it is.
Don't worry about that. That's Thor Ragnarok stuff.
Oh, that's him on the ark, right?
Don't worry about it.
In time, you will know what it's like to lose. To feel so desperately that you're right.
Oh shit.
And to fail all the same. Dread it. Run from it. Destiny still arrives.
Oh. Don't know how I feel about that.
Evacuate the city. Engage all defenses. And get the Spanish.
Oh my god.
Fun isn't something one considers for balancing the universe. But this
Oh no.
does put a smile on my
Oh
face.
fuck. Marvel, you bad motherfuckers. You know how to put a trailer together.
Wait for it.
Oh my god.
Who the hell are you guys?
Fuck yes. Fuck yes.
Oh my god. Hearing your reaction might
Marvel,
be...
you guys can cut a motherfucking trailer.
Yeah, they
Ooh,
can.
You guys are razor blades.
Yeah, they are.
DC's like, oh, check out the Justice League. Check out the Justice League. We spent $3 million on Superman's mustache. Look what we did. Marvel's like, I'm about to take my dick out right now.
Basically, yeah. Oh man. All right, thoughts?
Amazing.
Uh-huh.
Incredible.
Yeah.
How many stones does he have? I saw 2.
Yeah, I know.
That's not good.
No, it ain't.
So he already probably has what? The power?
Well, according to the directors, the movie, I guess, more or less has the flavor of a heist film with the Avengers chasing him around the galaxy as he collects the stones.
Let me just tell you something you might not know about me, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
I love heist movies. I love heist episodes. Fucking Supernatural just had a heist episode. I was so happy. Oh my god, it was great. Ocean's 11, dude, they can go to 36. It's the
Is this the part I tell you where there's an Ocean's 8 film coming?
fuck yes.
Yeah, it's all females.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sounded awful dickheadish. I just swallowed it I swallowed it at the most inopportune time.
Yeah,
I
you
apologize.
did. You did.
I just drank my pre-workout. I'm getting fired up for this one. I just want to let you know what you guys are in for. Not only are we playing Destiny, and by the way, I love old Mercury in the past.
Yeah,
goddamn gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Agreed. Art style has never been a problem in Destiny.
Nope. How about the score? How do you like the score?
Oh, the score
for this
is
one?
dope as shit.
Do you catch the Egyptian undertones?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I love it so much.
Yeah, I'm sad that the score isn't out on iTunes yet. Usually it is with expansions. Oh well.
I was impressed when I heard that. I was like, ooh, that's incredible.
Yeah, the score is fucking great in Destiny 2, all across the board.
Yeah, top notch.
Yeah. Nobody's complaining about that in Destiny 2, that's for sure. Score and the art. Nobody complaining about it. Period.
Nope.
If you are, you're fucking
Maybe the
faggot gay man, and I mean that
maybe the
in the
gunplay too.
in the 90s terminology of you're lame.
Maybe in gunplay too, because I play a lot of games.
Yeah, the gun's still good.
Yeah, it's still
nothing wrong with the way the guns, the mechanics of shooting and the supers and all that stuff.
No,
it's wrong stuff with other stuff, but you know, this is not a Destiny show.
But yeah, that probably I might go see that record breaking for Guardians 1. I went to see Guardians 1 like 8 times.
Well, Guardians 1 was really dope, so you know, nobody blames you for that.
Yeah. I might go see fucking Avengers Infinity War like 13 times. That's not me being a dick. That's actually me paying to go see the movie with or without my girlfriend.
I mean, like, the thing about it though, they've been building towards this particular movie for what, 10 years?
Yeah.
10 years of overly successful, hyper, you know, on a Metacritic score, good law of averages movies, as well as likable characters. And oh, by the way, it's only gonna have like the biggest motherfucking cast.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't even think of another movie that has a bigger cast than this. Like, you just can't. Like, what? What even comes close? Saving Private Ryan, maybe?
Yeah, like maybe like a big budget Spielberg, because you know how he likes to bring the thunder.
Yeah, but even then, big budget Spielberg is usually, you know, a small core cast of like 5 people.
Yeah.
You know? So, but I mean, like, shit. Like, this is every motherfucking Marvel thing you've seen in the last 10 years on one screen at the same time. So, and here's my only complaint about that trailer, and I'm a little bit spoiled, because I had a person on the ground at Comic-Con, and they got me the Comic-Con trailer.
Oh, really?
And that trailer is more or less the same, with one really just like, oh my god, come in your pants good, like, difference.
What is that?
So in the bootleg trailer, you know, shot off screen on cell phone, so bad quality, but you can still make out what's going on. And write-ups of major sites who've covered this can corroborate that this is indeed in the film, based on text, you know, like what they saw, because like they're allowed to talk about it but not, you know, show it. They're all of them are fighting Thanos on some planet somewhere, and Doctor Strange is making fucking platforms for Captain America to like jump on. He throws his shield, it bounces off of like another thing from Scarlet Witch, as like Spider-Man like swings in to like throw something at Thanos. Thanos is like crushing Thor's head in his hand and like throws him aside. And then he gets mad. And he pulls a moon down from orbit and throws it at the Avengers.
What?
Like, what was that inhale? What just happened?
What the fuck, man?
I know, right?
Pulls down. First off, I'm crushing a guy's head.
Yeah.
You know how much I care? Quick trick question. I don't. Second off, I'm getting real mad at these little one-trick ponies attacks you guys are doing. So I'm gonna throw the fucking moon at you.
Yeah, I know, right?
Could you? Marvel is literally going, I don't care what you make. I don't care. We're gonna make the best movie you've ever seen.
Pretty much.
The best action movie. I mean, some people, you know, there's other great movies in different genres, but for action, it's for action movies. It's a tough call. You'd be hard pressed to find another one, something that you would say would be better than that movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be hard, you know. Infinity War is like I mean, I guess it's like it's like flopping your big dick on the table, Mike.
Yeah, I guess you're right. That's
You're just like, oh, I'm sorry. All you other small penises. What do you want?
That's cute. The best movie you guys made is Wonder Woman. Let that soak in. The best movie DC's ever made is Wonder Woman.
I mean, are you talking about like this wave of movies?
Yeah. The superhero movies.
I actually liked Man of Steel the best, personally.
Did you?
Yeah. Absolutely, 100%.
I mean, I can't fault you for it.
Like,
I can see why you would think that.
It's the fucking Superman movie that I wanted my entire life and have never had in the movies, at any rate. You know, it's the Superman that I grew up with in the 90s, like being badass.
Yeah.
You know, like,
No,
and they haven't shown that on screen yet.
I'm not saying I don't agree with you that it's not a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, Wonder Woman was the best movie DC's ever made.
No, okay. I mean, if you're going the whole of DC, like all DC properties, I would actually argue that Batman Begins is the best DC movie ever made. I know.
Batman Begins?
Yeah, Batman Begins.
Of all time. I'm talking about in this
Yeah.
this event. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
So for me, it's Man of Steel.
Oh, sorry.
For me, I guess my sequence would go probably Man of Steel, Justice League, specifically the extended cut of Batman v Superman, and then Wonder Woman. And I'm not saying I disliked Wonder Woman in any way, shape, or form. I don't. Thought it was a great movie. But for like what I want to see, you know, in a movie, like the other movies had that. Like I got like the whole World War I thing and whatnot with Wonder Woman and all that stuff. And I thought her action scenes were great and her story was great and everything. You know, it just wasn't, you know, I'm much more interested in what they're going to do with the second Wonder Woman movie, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, what the movies you mentioned are all like, I'm not one of the guys that I only think that Wonder Woman is the best movie. Like, no, I know why you would say, you know, even Justice League. Justice League was a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, my personal one is Wonder Woman.
Okay, cool. All right, so
I also think Jared Leto was a great Joker.
Oh, okay, sure. Well, you're entitled to your opinion.
I knew that was coming. But hear me out. I am a Joker fan.
Okay, me too.
Okay, I love the Joker. Cesar Romero is my favorite Joker.
Yeah,
the Joker from the back.
We've been over that in the last episode.
Yeah. Okay. My theory is this. Okay. My thinking.
Yeah.
You can't really say that there's a bad Joker.
Yeah, you can.
Who's a bad Joker?
And I hate saying this because I love the voice actor, but in the animated series from the 2000s, The Batman, the Joker is like this hulking gorilla beast thing, and he's played by John DiMaggio, legendary voice actor of Marcus Phoenix and Bender the Robot and Adventure Time and like all this stuff. And it's not that his portrayal is definitely bad, but it's just like when I hear him speak, I'm like, I fucking hate this. So there, I said it.
What year was it? I'm looking it up right now.
2000s ish, 2005, 2003.
The Batman.
The Batman is the animated series right after Batman Beyond that was not done by, you know, the Bruce Timm DC animated universe team.
Batman Joker scenes. Is he like a weird looking?
Yep, he's weird as fuck. Are you looking it up or what's happening?
Yeah, I'm watching right now. The Joker moments from the Batman. Do they have like a weird art style?
Yep.
That better not be his voice that he's imitating Batman with. Oh, God, no.
You better believe it.
I mean, it doesn't have any Joker in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, was that your Joker laugh?
Yep. Told you.
That's terrible.
I told you. And it sucks
is a bad Joker.
because he's a fucking immaculate voice actor.
Yeah.
And that's the voice direction they gave him. So, it's not his fault. I think he's doing the best with what direction he got. Because, this you got to realize that this series came right after Batman Beyond, which had motherfucking Mark Hamill. You know what I mean? So it's like they wanted to stay as fucking far away from Mark Hamill and his style as possible, I think was probably their goal. And they sure as shit did that. Yep.
And by far away from Mark Hamill's version, do you mean as far away from good? I mean, the Batman Beyond Joker was good.
Well, it was Mark Hamill. It was the same Joker.
Exactly. He also did the early 90s version too, correct?
Yes, correct. He was the 90s Joker, the Batman Beyond Joker. He was the Joker in all 3 of the Batman Arkham video games. And he's reprised his Joker role several other times here and there.
Okay.
He also did Batman the Killing Joke and much more.
Yeah, he is the Joker voice. Quick, do you want to do another adventure, another heroic adventure, or you want to do something else?
So I'm pointed away from my computer. How much time are we into this podcast?
We are 1 minute and 3 seconds in. Or 1 hour and 3 seconds.
1 minute and 3 seconds.
Sorry.
What the fuck?
I moved it over in my head. 1 hour and 4 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, let's do. Do we have a different heroic one to do?
Up and Up in the Runner.
Okay, let's do it.
Which one do you want to do?
I don't care. Whichever one.
All right, let's do it.
Whichever one isn't the one we just done 3 times in a row. All right, where were we going with all this? I don't even know what we're talking about.
My theory that there was not a bad Joker. I stand corrected. There was one bad Joker, but he was on a short-lived animated series. Okay?
It actually wasn't short-lived. It ran 5 seasons.
God damn it.
And actually, believe it or not, the series as a whole is actually really good.
Is it?
God damn it, I said series. Shut up, Siri.
Your series is really testy. Like,
oh, do you know why? As we roll into Tech Talk, because I got that iPhone 10, buddy.
Nice.
Yeah.
By the way, Tim, in the business, we call that a segue. Unintentional, but a segue nonetheless.
You reckon it. Shut up.
That's the bit, Tim. I do that every time. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, we gotta. Oh, yeah. Only you can launch it.
I gotta start it. Yeah,
you gotta launch the thing. Yeah. So I finally got my iPhone 10 or X, depending on how you want to call it. I don't care. I feel both are valid. Had it last episode, but I didn't really get to talk about it. And I actually get to talk about all the features because this morning my it's spelled QI, but I guess it's pronounced key. Like, you're gonna charge your key up or something. My key wireless charger arrived this morning, so I can actually attest that that is the greatest fucking thing. And I know the iPhones are late as shit to the wireless charging party, but it's still cool. So everybody fuck off.
Listen, here's what I say to those people who think that the Samsung Galaxies, that family, the Note included, are at all that can be compared to what iPhone is. I give you this as my evidence. Has an iPhone ever blown up in your pocket? If so, your brand is null and void. If you can blow my dick off because you decide you want to hold your battery holds heat, not my fault. Yeah, I'm not doing it. The second I've come from the. I had an Android. I had a Galaxy.
Yeah, which Galaxy did you have?
I had the Note 3.
Okay. I have no idea. Were the Note 3s good back in the day?
It was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It allowed me to make notes.
Oh, the jokes.
Yeah. It allowed me to say get butter if I needed to just by writing it on the screen, but you can do that with an iPhone.
Yep.
And make far superior lists, like ones with little clicky buttons that you have to put the little check marks in when you make lists, which I just learned that today. Look at me learning my phone.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, so I went from a iPhone 6 to a 10. So I never had Force Touch on my phone.
Oh, okay.
So like I'm asking Jessica, like, okay, I know how to like in the text field like do the little heart or the thumbs up and shit, but I don't know how to. I can't get it to do the thing now. What do I do? She's like, you got to light touch it. And I was like, light touch it.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels stupid to me because like I've had and still have on my wrist the original Apple Watch, which was the first to have Force Touch. So it's like you'd think it would not feel foreign to me, but it feels foreign as shit to me on an iPhone because I haven't had one. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm still getting used to that. I do like it now that I'm getting the hang of it. The force touchingness.
Yeah, I know how you feel. When I first got it, I went from the Note to the iPhone 7 Plus. This is what we have now. And my Jessica knew all the. She's always had an iPhone. She's always loved iPhones and wanted me to do it. And I'm like, no, Android's better. And she's like, babe, it's really not. like I thought she was being one of those obnoxious iPhone pricks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, she was 100% serious. It's just some people sound really prickish when they tell you about something. They're like, yeah, I was.
For sure.
It took me about a week, and then I learned how to do all kinds of cool stuff, like send send little stickers and stuff. Yeah, there's still stuff I learned, like the basics, which everybody's like, oh, you can just make a note, just you can put a little clicky. I'm like, oh my god, it's the most amazing thing ever.
So speaking of emojis, so specifically with the iPhone 10, because of its advanced as shit front-facing camera, you can do Animojis, which I think I've sent you some. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you did.
So Animojis is the greatest fucking thing ever, and it's a totally stupid, dumbass feature, but I fucking love it. And for those who don't know, so the iPhone has facial recognition, and I don't mean like a Samsung, like, oh, it has facial recognition. Like, I mean, it scans your face with a 3D depth map heat map thing that shoots about 30,000 dots onto your face and maps your fucking face in real time.
Mm-hmm.
Like the tech that would be used on a motion capture actor who's got ping pong balls all over his face and like green dots and shit. This does it without all that shit in the palm of your hand. And so much like motion capture stuff, because that's what it's doing is motion capturing your face, it can put your face, or you can control with your face like you would normally all of your facial expressions on like a cat, a talking pile of shit, a unicorn, a fucking chicken. And you can record little 10-second snippets of your voice with it animates the thing and it renders it to a video, so you could send it to your Android people too, no problems. And you can play it for them, and it's the greatest fucking thing.
It is pretty great.
It's fucking awesome.
I think when you found out my car tried to kill me, you sent me a monkey and it said, "Oh man, sorry to hear, oh, that fucking sucks, buddy." Something like that. But it was a monkey, and I was like, "That is fucking great."
It's really great. I can't wait for like more faces, or like maybe like a face store or something. Like, because I can't even imagine this shit with like, imagine like having it with like fucking Yoda or something.
Mm-hmm.
You got motherfucking Yoda, and then on top of that, like if it's like an animal, like a bunny, like his ears have physics. So like you move your head, and his ears are all bouncing around with physics.
Yeah, I saw
like
that.
you would think they would if they were made by Pixar or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. But as I said, it's totally a dumb, stupid, not helpful feature. So the weirdest thing, obviously, and for everybody, is home button's gone. It's no more. There's no more Touch ID. There's no more fingerprint scanning. It's all scanned in with your face.
Oh.
And on the one hand, that worries people like yourself, Mike, who are worried about their face getting stolen and stuff. To that, I would say it's not actually stealing your face. It's not taking pictures of your face. All it is putting dots on your face, and it's reading it like infrared dots and reading the 3D facial map.
Yeah, they're mapping your face, Tim.
Nobody wants my face.
Tim, listen, my friend, I am...
Hey, not even Jessica wants my face right now, so, whatever.
Listen, you made the mistake by pushing. That's all.
Okay, fine. I make mistakes.
So do I, Tim. So do I.
I'm only fucking half human. Jesus.
Every man does that. By the way, I caught that. Every man does that. We all make mistakes, okay? Trust me.
So, anyways, as far as the face ID thing, it's definitely an adjustment because your thumb, especially if I've used iPhone since the very, very first one. So I've been using it for fucking, 10 plus versions of the iPhone. And, like, my thumb still subconsciously ghosts down to where the home button should be.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, fucks me up in whatever app you're doing. Because what replaces it now is you swipe up from the screen to go to home. And it's a little weird. You get the hang of it in about a week. I still subconsciously thumb that area and probably will for a while. Got to break that muscle memory.
Yeah, I know. I do that with phones that aren't mine. I already have that.
Yeah. So the only problem with the swiping up thing is on apps that are not designed for the 10. So apps that are not designed for the 10 run in Letterbox, which is fine because the screen is big as shit, which is awesome. And so when you're like, say you're watching like a off-brand YouTube app, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's running the video in Letterbox, and so, but it's also running it in landscape widescreen because it's video. So your way to swipe up is still from the bottom of the screen, just oriented towards the bottom of your horizontally aligned phone. So you've got a little white bar now at the bottom of the screen. But the problem with that is on the apps that are not 10 supported yet, obviously, because they're going to update shit. There's a white bar there, and that's usually where the fucking line to scrub the video forward and backward is.
Yeah.
And it won't let you scrub the video from the center of the screen, so you got to reorientate the phone back and then orientate it upright. Because if you don't, then you're either gonna swipe up on the screen, which will take you to home, or swipe left and right, and it's got like a quick switch on it, I guess. Is how I would say it.
Okay.
And that fucking platform just disappeared, and I'm gonna fall to my death. Awesome.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Gotta love the Vex.
So much.
Architecture, right?
So much. So other than that, though, the swiping up thing works totally fine.
Cool.
What does also work totally fine, with some exceptions, is the Touch ID to unlock. Like, it's extremely fast. It does work in the dark, for those wondering. Works totally fine in the dark. However, a strange oddness, if you're laying in bed, and you've got your phone sideways, the phone will just straight up tell you to fuck off.
For real?
Yeah. So
Just
yeah,
no.
so the phone has to be vertical in order to scan your face, and I guess your face has to be vertical too, which is a little annoying, because like you're laying in bed and you're like, fuck. So you either
gotta sit all the way up.
So you got to roll over and hold it above you, or and then the default, if the face doesn't scan you, which 9 times out of 10 it always does, is a classic passcode unlock, which is fine.
Okay.
So, not too much, minor gripe. I'm sure, the 10-2 or the 11 or whatever the fuck they're going to call the next iPhone, I'm sure it'll definitely have both vertical and horizontal camera sensing or whatever. But other than that, and so I came from an iPhone 6. This fucking phone is the fastest motherfucking phone I've ever had by far. And I know statistically, it is fast as fucking donkey shit. And maybe that's a weird analogy because donkey shit is not very fast, but you know what I mean? Like, it's hot shit. Like,
I get it.
Like, it is literally hot shit. People have tested the thing, and I guess it outclocks a 2017 mid-tier MacBook Pro in performance.
Wow.
Like the thing just doesn't give a fuck. Like, you want to watch that? Sure. You want to run a shit ton of apps at once? Sure. You want to fucking render your fucking face in CGI in real time? Sure. I don't give a fuck. Let's do it. Like,
oh, you want to have a shit ton of screens open? I got you.
Yeah, it's a screamer for sure. The other thing that's super impressive about it is the battery life is really dope as shit. Like, and I know I had an old iPhone, and iPhone batteries wear down like all cell phone batteries do, and all that sort of stuff. But like, I was maybe getting, and I'm a mix of in the car and on the road and in job sites and stuff for the work that I do during the day. And I was maybe getting, like, if I, like, say I got up at 7 a.m., like, I was maybe getting to like 1 or 2 p.m. before I needed to get it charged,
Yeah.
or hit low power mode. And this phone will just fucking, like, if I'm starting at 7, it's good till like fucking 8 p.m.
Wow.
Like, it's fucking great. And that's like with phone calls and GPS and, playing some internet connected games, surfing the web, streaming a podcast, taking pictures and videos and shit for work. Like, it's a fucking champ in the battery department, which I'm really impressed by.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's actually probably the best part about it, is how fast it is.
Yeah. Actually, the other thing that I'm really loving the ridiculously good cameras on it. Like, for my work, like, I can be so more haphazard about whipping a phone out, like, as opposed to before. It's like, okay, I'm whipping it out, waiting for the camera app to start, and tapping to focus the screen. Now I just whip it out, press it. Am I gonna check it? Nah, I'm sure I got it. Like, it's so fast in the camera department, and I guess it's got multiple cameras on the back, and it's got image stabilization.
Yeah.
So it's just a champ in that department too, which is actually really helpful for work. So that's cool. And then the wireless charging, which it's doing right now to my left, is impressive. I know it's an old feature on a lot of old Samsungs, but it's cool. And it's doing it right now in my thick-ass work case, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Don't have to take my case off. I like it. Since I did come from a 6, obviously the biggest bummer, no headphone jack. So, but I think as a world, we have to get over that, because Apple ain't doing headphone jack no more, and Google ain't doing headphone jack no more. So what's that leave? Samsung, I guess?
Yeah.
Like, everybody's ditching it.
Yeah. Also, there's an adapter for it.
Yeah, but it's a flimsy-ass adapter, and I feel like I'm going to break it every goddamn time.
Well, I wouldn't say flimsy.
That cord looks pretty flimsy to me. It looks flimsy. I mean, it works. Don't get me wrong. Nothing wrong with the adapter. Adapter works. It's small, sure. But yeah.
Now I'm going to switch to my Titan because I can just grind this because I've already done everything I need, right?
I don't know. Aren't there 3 heroic missions?
Oh yeah. I thought you only had to do one to get everything you need done.
No, you got to do all 3 to get all the stuff though. And then you still got to find materials.
Yeah, I want to get it on my Titan. That's what I meant. I don't really. It's whatever. Let's just keep going then.
Anyways, so that's what I got for technology. iPhone 10. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's sexy. And the screen is gorgeous. And I know people complain because you know there's like that notch in the top.
Yeah.
The screen extends. First day annoyed me. Second day stopped caring about it. So, you know, it's totally fine. Like, doesn't bug me at all, and it's actually useful. The one thing, and I know this is just my own personal gripe because of the size of my hands, is coming from the 6 to a 10. So the 10 screen is, well, the size of the fucking body, and it's much taller. I do sometimes occasionally have to, like, slide the phone in my hand to get my thumb to reach the top of the screen for, like, apps and, like, stuff that runs normal on the screen because it's so tall, you know?
Yeah.
But honestly, I'd rather have it tall than not be tall, you know? So I guess probably the best thing is it's only ever so slightly bigger than my 6. So people like me who like are like, oh, I want all the features of the 7 Plus or the 6 Plus, but that phone is just too goddamn big for me because like I'm not that size of a person and my pants are not that big. You know, like, you know, and I've held friends' phone and it's like, oh, that's cool. It's like a tiny iPad, but that's too big for me. The iPhone 10 is for you people. For you people like me, who's like, it's too big. No. Because the 10 has the same screen. It's actually slightly bigger screen size than the 7 Plus, technically, by its dimensions. And it's also 4K, independent refreshing, OLED, and has True Tone, so it also adjusts the colors depending on the environment you're in, which is actually really nice. And watching HDR movies on the phone, like, for instance, Wonder Woman or Spider-Man Homecoming, holy fuck, does that screen look better than my shitty 1080p screen that I'm playing on right now. like, fuck me. If there was a thing to, like, somehow stream from my PS4 Pro to that screen, I would use that fucking screen. But only because I don't have a good 4K TV. That's what's up.
Yeah, I understand too. But you know what amazes me when it comes to technology, Tim?
What?
This could actually be a technology / gaming crossover.
Okay.
I love when games get you used to something and then flip the script entirely. Like they have a whole new like overhaul or upgrade in their game. Their technology, because Fortnite 50v50 is so fucking fun.
Yeah.
But Friendly Fire's one still, and I don't like that because I've been killed by my own teammates before because it's just your instinct to swarm people.
Yep.
And I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? But, I mean...
Yep, Fortnite's great. Fortnite keeps getting better. God bless Fortnite.
Warframe. I love Warframe.
Still haven't played it. I got it downloaded, and I just don't have the time. I have so much things to play and so many things to do, and I'm so busy this holiday, work-wise, at any rate.
It's so fucking fun.
Maybe I'll play it during the next great Destiny lull.
That's what I did, to be honest.
Yeah. But
if I can be honest, that's what I did, and I love it.
But I'll tell you what I am playing right now. I'm playing the official Game Awards 2017 Game of the Year, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Because, like, a motherfucking boss being like, oh, everybody's praising this? Oh, we won an award? By the way, here's the motherfucking fatty story DLC with a new fucking dungeon, new everything. And, oh, by the way, what's your reward at the end? Link gets a motherfucking motorcycle. What the fuck? Oh,
and
it's out now.
Did you just say Link gets a motorcycle?
Yes, I did. In the most open world Zelda game ever, the ultimate reward of DLC 2, called the Champion's Ballad, which is story DLC, new dungeons, like new motherfucking content, you get a motherfucking motorcycle.
All right, secret time. My goal is that's what I'm getting my Jessica for Christmas: a Switch and the Breath of the Wild.
Make sure you get the expansion pass because it's so worth it.
Okay, that's what she wants.
Yeah,
she was like, I swear to God, if we ever got a Switch, like, it's real hard for me not to ask my mom. Her mom loves Christmas. That's where she gets her love for Christmas from. By the way, I'll send you a picture of my fucking bathroom door. It looks like a goddamn snowman, Tim. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go take a picture and send it to you right the fuck now.
Wow.
Fill in some time.
Okay. Well, Mike does that. Zelda is great, but I wanted him to hear it, so I'm just decrypting my prizes and sweating my hands off underneath this pillow, even though it's cold as balls in Washington right now, which is sad, but this room heats up a lot because it's soundproof, so that's a lovely thing. How are you guys doing, audience? Hopefully the audio quality hasn't sucked dick this episode, and if it does, well, I'm fucking sorry. Sorry for a lot of things. Sorry for things that are going on myself and Jessica at the moment. Stupid little tiny fights. I'm sure we'll be fine. We've been fine, even over big fights. But it you know, it sucks because then I'm all like, well, fuck, you know, don't feel so great about life and all that stuff. Oh, you back? Good.
Yeah.
I have the shittiest vamp ever. Please take over.
Sometimes you have to just to add on that. Sometimes you have to. Some people have to argue, man. Sometimes you have to argue just to. I still argue with Jessica. She still argues with me all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All the time, she yells at me. You don't do the. Sometimes I just my biggest pet peeve is the dishes.
Holy shit! Blues are dropping at 302.
Oh,
that's cool.
Blues are dropping for me at 307.
Oh, what light level are you? I haven't looked.
313.
Oh damn! You ready? You ready for that raid lair?
Oh yeah. Do you see what? Do you see the? You see the armor? I'm ready to go.
In the tower with me right now. Where are you?
Yeah, I'm in the tower.
Oh,
I was right next to you. Yeah.
Are you Titan main? I thought you were a Warlock main.
No, I'm a Titan main.
Titan main?
Yes, sir.
I'm looking at your thing. Ooh. It's a cool Titan helm.
Thank you. That's the Sterling version.
Sterling version? What do you mean?
Well, the ones you get from the Ingrams.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Cool. Anyways, what were we talking about?
You were vamping, and I tried to pull us out. We were talking about gaming.
Oh, I was talking about Zelda.
Fortnite 50v50.
Zelda's great.
I'm going to buy it for her because she said she wants to play. She's going to play it on the big TV.
Okay, so first of all, because I assume you'll also play Zelda.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what you're getting with Zelda Breath of the Wild. The base game is a 300 plus hour Zelda game. There's I think it's 70 quests. There's 150 shrines, which are mini dungeons. And there's 900 Korok seeds, which are a thing that you use to upgrade your inventory space of swords and shields and arrows and all that sort of stuff. It is...
Tim, toss me lead real quick. Sorry.
It is the... what am I tossing you lead for?
So we can go do heroic strikes. I need to get those done for my weekly.
Just a second. I'm actually doing inventory management and sharding shit and stuff. And I was also jumping around because I'm talking about Zelda because I can't focus on two things at once because I suck.
Okay, we might as well do that too then.
And you're getting 4 of the coolest new age Zelda dungeons you've ever seen because they're unlike anything you've ever seen in a Zelda game.
Okay.
And actually, I might as well just say this. It's a light spoiler. Do you mind a light spoiler?
I don't mind at all, actually.
So the thing that you're chasing after in this game to defeat Ganon are these things called divine beasts. and they're giant motherfucking like ancient technology, like fucking super anime contraptions that are roaming around the world. And you go inside them, and the dungeon is inside them. They are the dungeons. And they're these giant mechanical beasts. And usually when you get inside them, there's like a control point, and you can like alter something about them. They're also fucking Transformers, by the way.
Oh.
Those are the new Zelda dungeons, and they're fucking boss as shit. Yeah.
That's amazing.
So you're getting all of that with the base Zelda game. And oh yeah, the biggest open world ever made in a video game, period.
The end.
Yes. Statistically measured out. What you're getting in DLC 1 is a lot of outfits, which may sound dumb, but one of the things in the game is a lot of outfits. And these outfits give you a lot of cool-ass features. And you're also getting a bunch of little mini quests to do. Like, I think there's like 20 new quests or something like that. As well as something called the Master Trials, which is a hard as balls. You get stripped of all of your items, and you go into basically 50 levels of an arena type thing, and you go deeper and deeper with puzzles and combat, and you fight your way. And your ultimate reward is you get a even more powerful Master Sword.
Oh.
And that's pretty cool. And then in the newest DLC that just came out a couple days ago, Champion's Ballad, you get new story content. You get like 25 new quests. You get 16 new like super fucking hardcore shrines. You get 4. Well, there may be 5. I'm not sure. I'm not done with it yet. 4 to maybe 5 bosses. And oh yeah, you know, a motorcycle.
Yeah, you had me at hello, sir.
So anyway, that's Game of the Year. Good luck with that and your Christmas, good sir.
Yeah.
Oh, and also included in the first DLC is something called Master Mode, which is basically hard mode. And that you can play the game in hard mode, and unlike most games, it's actually fucking hard. First of all, normal Zelda, pretty hard, actually, this time around. For once in Zelda's life, it's actually very hard. I mean, there's a certain point where you get so geared that you're like, I can take on the world, and then things are definitely much easier. But Master Mode is the same as regular mode, except so the enemies have tiers, much like Zelda. Like it's like, I think bottom tier is blue, and it goes up to like gold and silver. And so Master Mode boosts all enemies in the world up 2 levels. And it also rearranges the layouts of all of the enemies, and then also adds sky platforms with people who shoot like exploding arrows and fire arrows and electric shit at you. You know, just for kicks, out of reach. So while you're running from objective to objective, people are shooting at you.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, really. It's awesome. Trust me. After you do normal, you'll want to do master. Or you could just start a master and be a boss. Your call.
Oh man.
Yeah, no. New Zelda's awesome. Anyway, so I've been playing that. I was playing that literally before we got here. I got to the new... Oh, the other thing that was added that I think I forgot to mention was in the Champion's Ballads, they added a new mechanical beast dungeon, and I just got to that dungeon. I think I've already got like 10 hours on the DLC, so it's pretty substantial, the new DLC, which is dope because the game is already fucking ridiculously huge. So yeah, it's great. It won Game of the Year. It's my personal Game of the Year just because it is so much more than anything I ever expected or even knew I wanted in a Zelda game. And because it still has me playing it, and it came out in fucking March. I've been playing it all goddamn year, and I haven't beat everything. Like that is fucking value, man.
Yeah,
that is fucking value. That is Skyrim value right there. So,
yeah, I can give you that.
Yeah, so that's what I'm playing gaming wise. You got anything interesting gaming wise?
Let me see. I've been, like I said, Fortnite. I've been playing Fortnite. I've been playing basically Destiny and a little bit of Warframe.
Cool.
Other than that, yeah, I've been deep into Destiny.
Right on.
So, yeah, we can, if you want to, we could close it off and move on to another topic.
Well, what other topic is there? We did them all.
Oh,
that's it. That's it. That's the show. That's the show.
Let's go run some. Let's go run some strikes, heroic strikes, go buddy.
Raid Lair.
Oh yeah. All right.
Let's do that.
Yeah, just give me after we get off here, give me like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I gotta get something to eat. I'll text the guys. Sweet.
Right, cool.
This is the end of the show. Hope you liked it. Hope the audio quality didn't suck. We out. Find all our shit at www.dynamicworksproduction.com. You should know the drill by now. Jesus Christ.
At BlisterLister113 on PSN. Buster Knuckle 13 on Twitter. At the RNG Cast on Twitter. We're out.
Oh, and also, if we are super lazy and miss all podcasts until the new year, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Hopefully that won't happen, but I'm saying it right now, just in case.
Just in case. Yeah, for sure.
Peace. Oh, and get forked. Oh, and your catchphrase. Go.
Shazam!
Oh, and that reminded me of another thing. I guess Apple's probably going to buy Shazam. Like the music thing.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways. And we out.
We're out.
Again. Can't end this thing to save our life.
Not at all.
Thank you for listening to a Dynamic Works production podcast. You can find our podcast at www.dynamicworksproductions.com. Feel free to email us at dynamicworks@mac.com.
This is Dominic Armato, the voice of Guybrush Threepwood, and you're listening to a Dynamic Works production podcast.
The Citadel, Arrival, is the first installment in a series of epic science fiction short stories reminiscent of the Pulp Fiction style. It's a fast-paced story that will take you through twists and turns that you will not expect, until they are thrust upon you with all the force, excitement, and chaos of a plasma cannon blast. The story follows Katarl, a nobody cog in the working wheels of a futuristic society run completely by Megacorp, a corporation that carefully runs and manages the lives of the people living under its sphere of power. On one of Katarl's few and far between days off from work, an outing he had hoped would be fun and relaxing turns into an explosive adventure that drags him kicking and screaming into situations and challenges that will make him question every aspect of his life. Watch this colorful tapestry unfurl as Katarl and his newfound allies find their way through this classic, yet oddly surprising tale of good and evil, where nothing is quite what it appears to be. That's The Citadel, Arrival by author Tim K. Trotter, available right now on Amazon Kindle Store and iTunes iBookstore for only